athlete we have in all new online wrestling. Let's go Boulder outside the ring with a big kick. Not necessarily the place that Little Dragon wants to be. Oh my God! Gold Boulder's face just smashed through some aluminum stairs. He could be busted wide open. And he's not getting up. This is really serious. Hello wrestling fans, Howard Hayes back with you. Pleased to be with you for show number 12 of all new online wrestling. And we're going to get tonight's action started with two wrestlers looking to claim their first victory in ANOW. And we're going to have Buna coming down to the ring now, and he's going to face Dusty Streets. Should be an entertaining first match of the night. Got a rowdy and raucous crowd here tonight. Dusty Streets. Not the most physically impressive athlete, but highly skilled. His music is rocking this place. Looks like his manager just tossed something into the ring. Maybe a microphone, but no time to use that. And we also would like to introduce a new referee to the ANOW roster. We have Mr. Todd Mason. Wait a minute! Are you serious? Dusty Streets back with a vengeance. Well, I couldn't really get out too much commentary during that match, but Dusty Streets looking really good, looking to climb his way into the top 10 and do some damage here in all new online wrestling. Okay, on to match number 2 here. We're going to see Tinkle. And he's going to be taking on WildTa, and just like in our first matchup of the night, both of these competitors looking for their first win in all new online wrestling. And while I do have a moment to speak here, I just want to send out our best wishes to owner Mr. Tom Channel. Hopefully he's watching this from his hospital bed. You know the unfortunate incident that landed him in the hospital. So card number 12 and upcoming shows are going to be put together by the board of ANOW, where normally the matchmaker is Tom Channel. So again, here's to a speedy recovery for Tom, and on to the action here. So we've got a fisticuffs brawl. Brainbuster by TA, going for the pin. Looks like Tinkle's under the ropes. This is just a street fight. Both men holding their own. TA seems to be getting the upper hand here. Oh man, flying DDT of sorts. Tinkle appears to be in a bad way after that. Men going tooth and nail. TA looking real sharp though. This is Tinkle's second match of his all-new online wrestling career. You have to go all the way back to show number 1 where he made his debut. Lost to God of War, and actually the same with WildTa. All the way back to our first show, he took on Rocco Metavaria, lost by submission. So both men have been chomping at the bit to get back in here and prove to Tom Channel and the board what they can do. WildTa turning his frustrations over on referee Todd Mason. Don't really know what he's doing here. Appears to have the match in hand, but he's not going for the finish. That's a cheap shot. And he gets one in return, deservedly so. Why, these guys are looking like there could be some history between them. Another low blow. Todd Mason may need to step in and do something. WildTa calling for his finishing move here. Which appeared to be another kick to the groin. We're having some technical issues. Apologize, fans. Not sure what happened there. Oh, neck breaker. This could do it right here. WildTa, not the brightest bulb in the box. Tinkle almost turned the tables there and got a quick 1, 2, 3. Yeah, two basic rules here in all new online wrestling. If you're going to win matches, keep it inside the ring. You may want to try to go for a pin every now and again. Some of these guys don't have that kind of sense. Todd Mason with a kick to the groin. WildTa. If the referees need to get involved to break up something or create some peace, it's one thing, but a low blow to a wrestler's private region is uncalled for. WildTa was originally in control of this match, and he has let it slip through his fingers. Some boneheaded decisions. Tinkle outside the ring. TA at least doing the smart thing, staying in the ring. Big running clothesline by Tinkle. Picks up TA, body slam, pin. Todd Mason. Nice win by Tinkle. Bad decisions by WildTa. When he's flipping Tinkle off, just get out of the ring, TA. Impressive, gritty performance by Tinkle. WildTa, not so impressive. All right, we've got a quick break in the action here for some kind of announcement. And looks like we have Arthur Anderson, who I am familiar with him and his brother Tully Anderson. Not quite sure they have contracts with All New Online Wrestling. Here's Tully. They're looking quite dapper. So I assume we have an announcement that the Anderson brothers have signed with All New Online Wrestling. Well, here's their manager, James J. So I would think inevitably we've got that announcement here, which is exciting. I mean, these are a couple of high-level competitors known worldwide. They will certainly bring something individually and as far as a tag team to All New Online Wrestling that we haven't had before. And what is this? We have Perry Flair. As we saw on the last show, he split from manager Andy Aniston, and looks like we could have Perry Flair as the newest member of the stable. And that's exactly what we have here, folks. Perry Flair. The Anderson brothers, Arthur and Tully, and James J. have formed together. And we've got yet another new faction in All New Online Wrestling, the Stable. On to our third contest of the night, and we're going to have a tag team matchup between two new teams here in All New Online Wrestling. the Degenerates, that we've heard a little bit about. We've seen one of their members, Hard Hammer, fight on the card before this one, card number 11. And we did see Mike Michaels interference in a match a couple cards ago, and they're going to be taking on the Goodfellas, the brother team here of Goodman and Reinhold. And this should be exciting. Gillix is going to start off against Brad Goodman. Goodman and Reinhold refer to themselves as twin brothers from a different mother. Outside the ring goes Goodman. Referee Todd Mason on top of the action. Both of these teams have come into ANOW Online Wrestling with a lot of pub. I don't think our cameraman has, though, because right now he's doing a poor job. Michael's taking a meeting outside at the hands of John. Brad and Helix are the two legal men, and Brad is exiting again to help his quote-unquote twin brother beat the snot out of Mike Michaels. We've got a bloodbath outside. Crowd, we've got about everybody in this place standing. Referee Todd Mason needs to get some control here and get these guys back in the ring. Brad Goodman and Helix are the legal men. There's Mason. And it'd be a shame to get a double count out here. Helix back in the ring, and there goes Goodman. And off we go. Well, looks like a cheap shot there by Goodman. Hey guys, back in the truck, we need you to really work on the camera angle here, please. Thank you. Helix tags in his partner, Mike Michaels. Mike Michaels went for a leg drop there, missed. Goodman coming on, got a pin. Exciting contest thus far. We're about 4.5 minutes through. Todd Mason chastising Helix, but he needs to turn around and see what's going on in the ring. I thought Goodman was going to tag in Reinhold, but he's held up. A tight headlock. Helix interferes and saves his partner. Unfortunately, our beautiful ANOW logo is getting bloodstained. Mike Michaels, a nonchalant tag, just walks over gingerly, tags in Helix. Tell you, Goodman not looking to tag in his brother. Not quite sure if maybe something's going on with Reinhold that we weren't made aware of. And if sometimes, these competitors suffer injuries and they want to wrestle for fans, they don't want to pull out of a contest, but it's a little suspicious right now. We haven't seen much of Reinhold besides some outside the ring action, and here he goes. Mason just took a shot right to the mouth. We've had some issues in shows of late with the refereeing, and Todd Mason so far today doing a pretty good job. Helix is your legal man here. Up to a 7 count. Back in the ring. Back out. Both these teams looking to make a name for themselves. Fairly well known internationally, but to our ANOW Online Wrestling community, maybe not household names. apologize. Please bear with us, fans. Trying not to take over manual control because that's not always the best, but here we go. I can't stand it. Guys in the truck, go ahead and take the night off. Doing an awful job. I'm embarrassed. I'll take over. All right. Goodman laying the boots to Helix. Helix over in the wrong corner there. Big spinning back kick. Got Goodman in a bad way. Back outside the ring, which we really don't want. Gonna tag in Mike Michaels. Mike Michaels has some kind of foreign object in his hand. The referee warning him not to strike Goodman with it. And he drops it, or it was knocked out of his hand, one of the two. And Goodman, slow as a snail, going over to tag his partner. He is exhausted. Helix tagged in as well. Foreign object, discarded, or at least picked up. There we go, now discarded. Referee Todd Mason. Helix going for a pin, seeing if he can trick the referee there, although he wasn't the legal man. Kick to the groin. The blood dripping in Reinhold's eyes. It's hard for him to see. Staggering. He's down. He could be ready to be pinned here. I have to assume that he did come into this match with some kind of injury. And wanting to put a show on for the fans, he refused to bow out. Went for a big spinning DDT there. Luckily Reinhold was able to slip out, probably with the amount of perspiration and blood on his body. Takedown, leg drop, for a figure four, but Reinhold was able to quickly get out of it. This could be it, folks. Mason a little out of position. And it is. Big win for the Degenerates. What a debut. Both teams looked really good tonight. Mike Michaels' face does not look really good, though. Ugh. All right, fans, buckle up, because here we go. In a match that, from what I was told, was requested by Mr. Tom Channel from his hospital bed. We've got one of the culprits here, well, actually two, if you include Mrs. Smith, that put Mr. Channel in the hospital. We have Mr. Smith. He's going to be taking on a good friend of Tom Channel. ANW's The Massacre. And he's got a little backup with him as well in the form of Iron Mike, as he usually does. And I've said it many times, I'm not a big fan of Tom Channel, not a big fan of these ANW guys, but with what happened to Tom Channel, I'd like to see Massacre exact a little revenge here, and have an Iron Mike to counteract Mrs. Smith is certainly going to help, but she's not getting out of the ring, and Todd Mason's hitting her. A little uncalled for. I wish he'd just verbally tell her to get out. Doesn't need to be laying hands on Mrs. Smith. Okay, we've got a sword in the ring that the referee needs to really discard. Massacre working on the leg, and there's Mrs. Smith. This is a big problem. Yeah, no, okay, and then the same goes for Iron Mike. He's laying hands on Iron Mike as well. So Todd Mason not taking any crap tonight, folks. Yeah, Massacre, he looks like he is incensed. Big headlock, takedown, leg drop. Really working over Mr. Smith. Armbar. That is in tight. I mean, he is wrenching that. And there she is. God almighty, get her out of there. Ooh, and she just went for a ride. She looks hurt bad. Yep, her eyes are rolling to the back of her head. She needs to mind her own damn business and get out of the ring. She's got some kind of a flaming sword. What the hell was that? Oh, big swinging DDT. Massacre looking good. Mocking Mr. Smith with his little boxing move there. Big kick to the jaw. Oh my God, help me. A reverse pile driver. Working the lower spine. Oh my, I mean, Massacre is beating the hell out of Mr. Smith. I mean, literally and figuratively. And there she is. God almighty, Iron Mike, where are you when we need you? Todd Mason again striking Mrs. Smith, and at this point she deserves it. So Mr. Smith looking to recapture some energy here. Oh my God. Big head scissor takedown. Massacre in complete control early on in the match. Now we have Mr. Smith coming on like a house of fire. Massacre looking stunned. Mr. Smith, I mean, former online champion Mr. Smith, you have to give him credit. He did hold the title for one night, or one match I should say. He had an immediate rematch at the Battle of the Champions with Little Dragon, in which he lost the title. But part of the hostile takeover crew is we've seen a big influx of factions in all new online wrestling, which I'm more of a traditionalist. I like the one-on-one competition as well as the tag team competition. Back to the action here at hand. Referee up to an 8 count. Mr. Smith back in the ring. Massacre back in the ring now as well. Oh no, he's not. Big flying knee. Right in the lower back of Mr. Smith. He may not be able to get up. Oh man. For a camel clutch. Big headlock takedown. Blood squirting from parts of Mr. Smith's body. Massacre, he's ticked off. Goes for a Russian leg sweep, gets it reversed into a neck breaker. Mr. Smith barely back into the ring in time. These guys need to get in the ring. And I know Massacre's main goal right here is just to beat the hell out of Mr. Smith, to exact a little revenge, and as well as Iron Mike, as he's taken Mrs. Smith to the cleaners. Smith flew under the ring there. Oh, neck breaker by Iron Mike. Now we got the action back in the ring. Big Russian leg sweep. Flying kick by Massacre, regaining some of the dominance they had early in the match. We've got 2 minutes remaining. Crowd going crazy. Not quite sure Massacre is looking to pin Mr. Smith as much as just inflict as much damage as humanly possible within a 10-minute period. Oh man. Big takedown. I think if he goes for a pin, it could be over. Not interested in a pin in the least. I mean, not in the least. Mr. Smith, very resilient. That's why he's a former champion. Big kick out, Mr. Smith, tough as nails. 48 seconds left. Looks like it could be the good old TLD here. Couple of kicks to the lower region. Boston Crab looks pretty deep. Mrs. Smith in there, not quite sure why. We have 18 seconds left. Can Massacre make it to the ropes? Sliding through a bloody mess on the mat. And that's it. Time limit draw. I could see a rematch in the future here. These guys were tooth and nail with each other. Mrs. Smith, she needs to get the hell out of the ring. Yep, she's still in there trying to cause some havoc. Her man's leaving her. All right, and as we mentioned earlier, we've got the board of All New Online Wrestling putting together the matches in Tom Channel's absence. And one of the things they thought was appropriate to do was to give Little John a shot tonight. If you recall, we have not seen Little John since an embarrassing matchmaking ploy by Tom Channel back on show number 6, where Little John was basically going to be fired if he didn't step in the ring, and he should have been in the hospital. Took on Tom Channel, got his ass kicked. Tonight, had quite a long layoff. He's completely healed. He's going to get a shot, and actually the first shot at lightweight champion Gangan Warrior. And we haven't seen Gangan Warrior since he won the title on Battle of the Champions. And here we go. Little John, we've seen many times before. Give a quick pin there. In tag team competition as well as singles. And hey, his name might be Little John, but he's big on spirit. He's tough as nails. And don't let his physique mislead you. Skinny as a rail and wears eyeglasses in the ring. And this could be it. We got a new lightweight champion. 2 count. Little John, big fan favorite. Duncan Warrior is high-flying, pure speed. For the early submission, Little John, tough guy to submit. I mean, you need to do some serious bodily damage to him because he's inching his way to the ropes there, but he breaks out first. Little John will not give up. Oh, my God. Full Nelson suplex there. And Little John, he really does look hurt. I knew he was excited when he got the phone call to have this shot at the title, but looks like he could be outmatched. Oh my God, that is really deep. Todd Mason right on top of it. He sees the beating Little John's taking. Little John, a star from Russia. Time he wrestles, we get big YouTube ratings from Russia. We certainly appreciate all of our Russian fans. Gungan Warrior. Oh, he is really putting the pressure on the lower back. It even hurts me to watch him. But he cannot submit Little John. I'll tell you one thing that's not little on John. I can't say it, but I think you can see what I'm alluding to, because he is got guts and something else. Oh, it's over. Oh my God, something snapped. And we might want to get a stretcher in the ring. I clearly heard something snap. That could have been in his lower back. He is standing, thank God. Todd Mason's racing to the back to get medical assistance. Big win, Gungan Warrior, still your lightweight champion. And here we are at the main event of the night. The online championship being defended as Little Dragon will take on Gold Boulder. Boulder on a win streak as of late. Certainly a deserving opponent here. And Little Dragon, as you know, is one of the best competitors, honestly, in All New Online Wrestling. 6-1 overall record. 1 loss, as we mentioned earlier, to Mr. Smith. He then avenged that loss. Gold Boulder, impressive as well, with a 3-1 record. So we got in the ring here a champion and a championship contender with combined records of 9-2, and it doesn't get much better than this. And here we go. And Little Dragon starting off strong, putting a real beating on Gold Boulder. Basically looking at him and saying, "How dare you even enter the ring against me?" Armbar, pretty deep. Little Dragon, he looks really intense tonight. I'll tell you what. The quickest athlete we have in All New Online Wrestling. It's Gold Boulder outside the ring with a big kick. Not necessarily the place that Little Dragon wants to be. Oh my God! Gold Boulder's face just smashed through some aluminum stairs. He could be busted wide open. And he's not getting up. This is really serious. Thank God he's up. foot speed of Little Dragon. I mean, I don't really think there's anything in All New Online Wrestling to compare it to be honest with you, in any kind of wrestling organization. Speed and quickness of this man. Almost took out Todd Mason. Little Dragon just waiting. He's in control of the match. He might as well wait. Make Gold Boulder come to him. And here come the feet. Feet of Fury. Working on a leg now. Gold Boulder can't even stand. The submissions. Gold Boulder, though, big, strong man. I am a little surprised to see him manhandled like this. And it's over. Little Dragon, I must say, takes his record to 7-1. But of his 7 victories, that's got to be his most impressive. Unbelievable.